Okay, it looks like everything is up. That is good. A little... No, I'm good. I don't need to adjust my chair. I'm already set there. Excellent. See, Lemon is showing up on camera. That's good. We got the Arduino running. That'll be useful in a minute. And got 4 minutes till go time. Beautiful. Should have all the programs up. Yeah, and I do. Excellent. Good, good, good. Let's get a link. Get ready to tweet this. Okay, tweet is out there. Beautiful. And okay. I'm way ahead of schedule today. I got done with dinner real fast because we just had leftovers. Normally I don't eat many leftovers, but we're going away this weekend, so it had to get eaten up. At least I don't eat I shouldn't say that. I don't eat many leftovers for dinner. I eat leftovers for lunch for sure, but this time we had too many to just have for lunch. I don't know how to pronounce that name, but hello there too. December 7th M2 is what I'm going to refer to you as. We'll go with that. That sounds good. If you have a preferred pronunciation for that, let me know, because I got no idea. What I should do, I should like get a little thingy here that shows what I'm listening to. I just have to keep it in a separate tab from everything else. Which that's fine. Wouldn't even be hard. That is good enough. You can call me December too. Excellent. I'll keep that in mind. I don't know. Do I need to have the little thingy showing what's being listened to? Does that matter? Where would I even put it? Nah, Digimon takes up too much room. I can't do that. Lemon needs its attention. Where did I put that window? So many windows open. That's how you develop stuff, is you have a lot of windows open, and eventually one of them produces something good. Oh no, don't do that. Come back. Whoosh. There it goes. Original my nickname when I played Neopets. Neopets! Classic crossover of fandoms right there. There's a good amount of Digimon fans who are also into Neopets. Oh, look at that. It is 8 o'clock. I never got Neopets myself. Didn't quite understand it. It was around the same time I was getting into like other forums and stuff, and closest thing I got is I think I had one of those dragons for a little bit where you put that in your forum signature and it's like, hey, you can have people click on this and it will grow into a dragon, and it's like, okay, cool, I'll put that in my signature. And then I don't know, those things were weird. I'm interested now how they work though. I should look into that, see how they made those function back in the early 2000s. What's up, cats? Oh, you just found out about Digitama Hatchery? Oh yeah, you just did a welcome message on the Discord. I recognize that name. Welcome. Glad you found out about it. This is, you just got introduced to Digimon in general, right? If I'm remembering that welcome introduction correctly. If I'm not, I'm sorry. But either way, welcome, welcome. Alright, so I got a lot of things to do today. We are going to be focusing on 2 areas, as usual. We're going to be adding a couple charts for the Vital Bracelet Digital Monster. and we are going to be working more on completing the charts for the... Well, we got to finish all these requirements for the Virus Busters Pendulum Z, and hopefully we'll be able to have enough time to start working on the spaghetti. So that'll be fun. First we got to line them up with lines. No lines yet. Got to first arrange them, then spaghetti. Yeah, it's on my Trello board. I will make sure to reference that before I do anything crazy. But first and foremost, Sealamon over here, or up there it goes. Sealamon up there is hemorrhaging hearts like no one's business. It is at its end of life. You may remember I hatched this last week, and it's still an adult, and that's just how the pendulum goes. Sometimes it just does not evolve, because it doesn't really feel up to it. So Sealamon did not feel up to it, despite having a 70% chance of evolution, and thus we need to jogress it to get it to something else. Now, I don't remember if it will stop hemorrhaging hearts once it becomes what it will become, but we will find out, won't we? Alright, so we're going to go to the Digirom site, and on the Digirom website, we're going to go to Pendulum Original, and you know what? Let's try this one right here. It's the one that I don't know what it does. Zudomon, because for some reason on the Pendulum, Vaccine Perfects have the ability to jogress despite not being able to jogress with anything. Now for the Vaccine Perfect 2, there is a reason for it. It's to bring lower Digimon up. But for the Vaccine Perfect 1, I have yet to see it actually do anything. So we're going to try connecting to that first of all. So, boom. We have just set in the code to jogress right here. And Sealamon, how you doing on DP? Do you have enough? Nope. Oh, you are one shy. All right. I just fed you and you already lost a heart. Holy cow. Alright, let's go ahead and jogress it up. Alright, there goes the jogressing tune. We'll get the cables. Place them. I just bumped the camera. Oh, jogress went away. Let's try that again. Am I missing? Oh, error. Okay, so Zudomon doesn't want to do anything with that one, so that should be probably about as expected. So we'll instead get something better. So we'll go with the vaccine. Yeah, let's just grab this Ikakumon right here. Ikakumon's a good jogress partner for Sealamon. Depends on how much we distract you with chat. That is true. That is always a thing, right? I do like talking to everybody, so sometimes that does distract me a bit. Okay, there it goes. Alright, we are jogressing with Ikakumon, which will allow Sealamon to become Waymon. There it goes. Look at it. So beautiful, so large. Speaking of large, how much does it weigh out the gate? Let's see. Yeah, full 50 gigabytes without me doing anything. I'm pretty sure it was not at 50 before it evolved, but there it goes. So, why did it only say 6 years? Oh, does this count 0? That's probably why. I'm used to them starting at 1 lately. Alright, so there you go. So we have Waymon. Now, Waymon, unfortunately, will not be evolving into anything else because Waymons don't do that. They just hang out as Waymons for the rest of their life, which is a bit of a bummer. There's always one dead end on the pendulums except for the Virus Busters. So that's just how they do. So, Waymon, enjoy your life. You'll be fighting many a battle, I'm sure. And as for me, so let's go ahead and jump in this. We're going to start the Vital Bracelet stuff, so let's switch this tab over here. We're going to go to Evolution Guide. So on the Vital Bracelet page, which I'm going to move over here for a moment. Excuse me. Without no raising until June 15th. Oh, I don't stop raising things outside of hatches. I continue raising stuff. Every now and then I'll take a break, but this Waymon is unrelated to the hatch entirely. This hatch is the Try a New Game hatch. I have yet to figure out what game I'm playing for this hatch. My wife has been playing... She just finished Ratchet and Clank, because that was free on PlayStation a while back, and so she went and did that, loved it. I was like, alright, you need something else to play until Ratchet and Clank... until we get a PS5, because we don't have one. So she can't play the sequel next week, but... So she's been playing Yooka-Laylee. She's been enjoying it okay. Apparently it's better than it was when it started out, so... Or when it first released, that is. Alright, so we need to add a couple dims over here. So we have Infinite Tide and Titan of Dust. We have 7 dims that aren't on here yet. So we're going to go ahead and add 2 dims on this today. Just 2, not a full 7, just 2. And I'm going to add the more interesting ones. We're going to add Mad Black Roar and True Shadow Howl. Would you ever take the top of Broken Pendulum and just clip the LED to the connector? To what avail? I'm not sure what the what you have planned there, or I can't picture it at least with my little brain. All right, so let's go ahead and we're gonna pull up one of the charts for. We'll pull up the one for Titan of Dust because it's already got some stuff in it, right? Actually, yeah, Titan of Dust will do. All right, so in my directories, I'm gonna go to Vital Bracelet. I am going to go to Charts, and we're gonna grab. I'll just go ahead and duplicate it now. So duplicate Titan of Dust, and we are duplicating that into Mad Black Roar, MBR. And we are putting it over here. And there it goes, beautiful, Mad Black Roar. Okay, so in Mad Black Roar, we are going to change every instance of TDU into MBR, and we're going to replace all those. There we go. Good, good, good. That's the easy part. And so now we need to bring up the listing for Mad Black Roar. So thankfully, I have that handily in the news channel of. Actually, no, I'll just go, that might have been older news. We'll go to the Vital Bracelet channel on the server. In the pins, I have a link to all these different things. So we have upcoming releases, Volume 0.5, P-Bandai release. Click it once, and it'll probably take me to this page that I don't want. Click it one more time, and it takes me to the page I do want. I do not know why P-Bandai works that way, but it does. So that's what we need. So we're going to move this right over here so we can get a good vision of it. And let's just open up these images in a new tab because their site doesn't want to be super responsive. So boom, there we go. There's Mad Black Roar. I mean, oh, a lead for the joggers. Yeah. So I do have a broken pendulum, but it's broken the wrong way for the connector. It doesn't work, but I thought about building a little ACOM out of an unbroken device, but just haven't yet. I'm going to order a beta link at some point because those are really well set up. But all right, so we need to put in here, this is the easy part, Boda. And Boda evolves into Koro. And Koro. And then we have Agu underscore B. Then for the vaccine, which, how come Toga's all the way up there? Oh, because it's a data, duh. We have Gray. I always forget that Toga is a data because at one point it was a virus in the card game. And I thought that was always weird as a kid. I'm like, why did this become a virus? Monocro for data. We have Gray underscore Blue for virus 1. And we have Dark Tyranno for virus 2, which this currently says free, so we're going to change that. Virus 2. Okay, so those we have Metal Gray underscore Alterus mode. Alterus mode, I don't remember how to say it. Some star constellation, I guess. We have for vaccine 2, X Tyrannomon. For data 1, Vermilimon's a data? I guess so. Vermilimon. And I already added all these Digimon in the database previously, so I don't need to worry about that. We have Mame Tiramon. For data 2, virus 1 is Skull Gray. Which is interesting that they made that virus 1 instead of Metal Gray, but they also might change that when it actually releases. Hard to say. Metal Gray underscore VI. What is this doing here? Oh, right. I don't need that because it is revealed. Some of these aren't revealed on the Titan of Dust, so I just gotta remember to remove those. And also change the card type. Yeah, there we go, like card unknown. That should just be card. In fact, I'm just going to right now, because we know every single Digimon, there are no unknowns. We'll replace every instance of card unknown with just card. And call that good. Nice. I don't think I actually ended up using the unrevealed class for anything. Alright, then we have Victory Gray. We have... Whoa. The rest of them are all viruses, yeah. Black War Gray. And that one... Again, don't know what that does. This should be virus 1. We have... Oh, I shouldn't have gotten Titan of Dust because this is an Agumon style one. Oh, no turning back now. We have Gallicus. Is not this. We have Gaiao. There we go. Took me a second to... Oh, this isn't even Titan of Dust. This is Infinite Tide. I wasn't even paying attention this whole time. Alright, that would be virus 2. For Gaiao. And then Puku does not exist. That would be down there, yeah. So I need to open up the Agumon Dim chart. And that would be right there. Alright, so Agumon Dim, you have an Omega, so we need to put in another one of these. So that goes to this, that goes to this, okay. And that might make it a little more annoying later for me, but that's alright. Okay, so then we have Omega, except this time it's Omega underscore Z. Or Z, whatever you fancy, which is a vaccine, surprisingly enough. Okay, so that should be Mad Black Roar. And then I need to account for it in the index for the Vital Bracelet. So let's get that up. And... oh, I got a question here. Have you ever played Ark Survival Evolved? I have not. My brother-in-law loves that game. He's tried to get me into it, but I don't do too well at survival games. At least, I mean, I'd probably play them fine, but I usually, if a game doesn't involve me, like, exploring a meticulously laid out map, and just, like, that's about it. So, like Zelda, like Metroid, Castlevania, those 3 game types. If that's not how the game goes, and it's like, I usually can't stay my interest. And it has to be, like, I have to be discovering, like, cool things on the map that help me explore more of the map, etc. So, Ark has them running around at least, but, yeah. So, I don't know. I haven't given it a real try, so who knows? Maybe it would be more my thing, but, like, I've tried, like, Monster Hunter, for example. Just wasn't into it, unfortunately. KR's back. Welcome, welcome. Pokemon was a virus because it was created by Vetamon as a defense mechanism. I will... That is a cool idea right there. Is that real? Or did you just make that up? Art for new Digimon card game. Yeah, art for the new game is legit. I actually just picked up last weekend. I picked up 4 premiere packs, or what, premium packs? Premium packs. So I got a bunch of boosters from that. Got them sitting up. Can you see them from here? You might be able to see them from here. They're just over there on that shelf. Nothing too good of a pull, but it was just fun to be able to open some again. I haven't opened Digimon cards in a while because they're impossible to find. Gaimon is my boy. That's right, he's great. I love him. It's nice to see that they included him after Mametiramon too, to like be like, yeah, X antibodies, nice. English anime get a bad dub because in the original it was too dark for children, so they needed a bunch of bad jokes. I don't know. I don't know. Saban just did the thing. They did what they wanted to do. I wouldn't even call it bad, especially compared to a lot of other kids' anime. Oh my gosh, have you ever seen the original like 4Kids dub of One Piece? It is awful. But Digimon managed to still keep the overall spirit and tone of the show really well, but without they still made all the kids never shut up and make all sorts of dumb jokes, which, you know, it's not bad necessarily, but I do prefer the sub, I'm not gonna lie. You have Digimon listed as unknown on the site right now. I do have Digimon listed as unknown, specifically the Metabots ones, because I literally have no idea what they will be. Normally I avoid using unknown for the purpose of that unknown variable and free and no attribute all kind of mesh together into the same effective thing. They're all basically free. That's how the video games treat it too, in Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memory and probably others, but and the Vital Bracelet for that matter. Although Vital Bracelet does list no attribute as its own thing. That's a topic for another time. But yeah, as far as like the connections and everything go on the VPATs, it's all the same, so I just listed everything as free, but the Metabots, I have no idea what they are. Digimon, not Digimon. What does that mean? Oh, Digmon. Oh, I have Digmon listed as unknown. Got it, thank you. Okay. Whatever, I can't read. Internet spotty, but howdy. Welcome to Ropia. Subnautica is the game you're looking for. I do need to try Subnautica at some point. Okay, so we'll fix Digimon as well. I'm surprised it's listed as unknown. Why did I do that? Like, I obviously know it's free, but like, Okay, so we need to add on to here. We're going to add, and this would be, well, it's 0.5. So if I was going in order of number, it should technically be before Volcanic Beat, but we'll go in order of release, not including the original Shadow Howl and Black Roar, because forget them. Mad Black Roar. And we will add a thing here for Bro. Mad Black Roar. MBR. I don't like this new 3-letter or 3-word shortenings. They make me upset. I'm used to my 2-word things, a little lowercase letter at the end. Mad Black Roar. Okay, we're gonna keep that as. Actually, no, we're gonna keep that as Bro Link because those are gonna stay the same color. We're not gonna do a new color for those. All right, so let's push those. Make sure that we did all that right, and then we'll take a look at Digimon. Make sure he's doing okay. All right, so that's Penzi. Why is this so small? Not that you guys can see it anyway, but like it's too small for me. All right, Vital Bracelet, Index, Push, Charts, Mad Black Roar, Push. And let's take a look. Refresh the page. Assuming nothing was broken. Hey, there it is. Okay, so it's currently listed as Titan of Dust, which obviously I need to fix. We'll come back to that in just a moment. So let's pull up the database here. And let's grab all the... Let's see, I should have... Yeah, there we go. Pull all the Vital Bracelet Digimon. There they are. And let's look up Digimon. Just Dig. Okay, Dig. Alright, and I have it listed as free. Okay, so what's happening then? Go back to Titan of Dust. Oh, you say I'm having it listed as like, I don't know what it is. Listen, I get there eventually. I always get there eventually. I may not get there quickly, but I get there eventually. Thank you. Alright, Titan of Dust. Titan of Dust. Here we go. Charts. Titan of Dust. Okay, we need to find Dig. There's a lot of things that start with Dig. Look for... Oh, gosh. I'm just going to scroll to it. That's going to be impossible to search for. Alright, dig, 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 diggity, dig. Wait a minute. I was editing Titan of Dust before. So that means I have Regalicusmon listed up here. Well, there he is. I guess I just have his... let's look at that. Oh, no, I wouldn't have changed it because, like, I don't need to yet. I don't know what the Digimon is. Alright. That should fix Titan of Dust. Let's push that. Pushing. Refresh. Do we have a Digimon? Hey, Digmon's here, everybody. Missing after all these years. Finally here. The one's only been in Digimon World, hasn't it? Yeah, it's a pretty obscure one, and it's a filthy recolor, so I don't pay it any mind. It's in the new card game, at least. Bandai sent out an email in May. Japanese version app. Yeah, so the Japanese app is being released universally in June, which is great. Fantastic. The English app, I still don't know when it will be. And I would like to think that if they're releasing the Japanese app universally, that means they will be compatible. I'm hoping so. I don't know that for sure, but I'm really hoping that to be the case, because I can't imagine they'd want to release it globally and then have you switch to the English version and have everything screwed up. So hopefully it's not the case. Signups look good. They do. I like the amount of stuff they go through for these DIMs so far. They're really pulling from like everywhere on them, which is nice. Triceramon and Jagumon, like the very first pendulum. Yeah. There they go. Still there after all these years. This basically is like a somewhat Nature Spirits device, except Togemon's joining the party too for some reason. Whatever. It's a cactus. Fits in the desert. Okay, I'm gonna tie Dim with Marine Chimeramon. I hope they make a Marine Chimeramon type. No, I would love that. I'd love a Sky Chimeramon. Except there's not enough birds to fit it. It's not a lot of bird Digimon. Stop hating on Tancred. I hate on all filthy recolors equally, don't worry. Alright, so let's see. We got Mad Black Roar, so we need to fix the name for that, though. So there it is. Change that out to Mad Black Roar. And then what do I have that sets the color? Is it this one? It's probably this one. We'll find out, won't we? Push. It's funny that like they revealed the full roster for the Mad Black Roar, but still have so many unknowns on the two releasing well before it. I don't mind having surprises. I think it's fun. It's just odd. Yeah, there we go. Mad Black Roar is now there. For whatever reason, it feels more like a red to me, though, than a gray. Yeah, we'll stick with the gray. It works. That's a pretty gray Digimon right there. We're gonna stick with the gray. Greymon, why are you on so many dims? Agumon, Mad Black Roar, Metarat, you're on freaking everything. Coralmon, it's on 3 things, too. Hopefully this reads. Like, I put this in parentheses to show it's like, it's either Black Roar or Mad Black Roar, because I don't want to list Coralmon 5 million times, but yeah. Okay. So we got that done. So that means we need to make True Shadow Hal now. That was nice and easy, wasn't it? Alright, so let's just do a quick save as. And we're going to go to... Have any incriminating information on here? No. You can read all this, it doesn't matter. Alright, True Shadow Hal. Hey, that's a good abbreviation right there. I like it. For no particular reason other than that it sounds funny to read. Alright, so change out every instance of MBR with Chish. Replace all. Change out the name first this time since I forgot to before. True Shadow Howl. All set. And then pull up the roster over here. Boom. Waymon, you're kind of getting in the way of being able to see what's going on over there, so we're going to put you down here by me. Alright. Beautiful. That frees up that whole area there, doesn't it? Oh no, don't be bigger. Okay. I can't scroll down. I can scroll down if I do that, but I can't scroll down, so whatever. It's staying there. Okay, so True Shadow Hal needs to have everyone changed out as well. So we don't have Boda, we have Punimon. We don't have Koro, we have Tsuno. How do I do that thing? There's a thing I can do in here to like edit 2 things at once. Does anyone remember how to do that? I'm gonna look that up real quick, because that's gonna save me so much freaking time. Okay, Sublime, edit 2 things at once. How to edit multiple lines, Control D, no, it's not that one. Multi-cursor mastery. Multi-select editing, I think it's this one. Control key. Alt F3. No wonder I never use it. If it's Alt F3, that's stupid. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Why is it Alt F3? That's the worst combination. I mean, that's very useful, don't get me wrong. Can I change that? This is part of development, is changing your freaking shortcuts. Key bindings? Oh gosh, it's this guy. That's right. Okay, so let's oof. That's one thing about Sublime. It's like really intimidating, is that you can edit everything inside of freaking its own editor. Okay, so let's see here. We're looking for F3. Can I just find F3? Shift, Control, Alt F3. Okay, so find all under is Alt F3. Can we change that to, what would be a good one? Control, Shift. I'd say Control Shift D. What's currently using Control Shift D? Control Shift. Nope, not that word. Shift D. Control Shift D is currently duplicate line. Oh, that's also helpful though. Well, what's Control D? Control D is find under expand. I feel like that one's less useful, but I'm also afraid to change it. It's got 2 things here. Find under expand. How about Control Shift Alt D? I'm sure that one's not being used. Okay, so let's Control Shift D will be duplicate. Control Shift Alt D will be edit both at the same time. Okay, so that was under F3. We're changing it. Why can't I edit this? Why can't I edit this? Can I only put the... Okay, so I don't know what I'm doing. So maybe I'm just gonna learn how to reach Alt F3 on the keyboard. Does anyone know how to edit this? It has been a minute since I've had to do this. Again, the problem with using 14 different text editors in your daily life is that you never remember which one controls what. Why can't I edit this? Preferences, key bindings. Okay, let's look at the, let's go back to the flippin' thing. Sublime text can't edit key bindings. You should never edit to defaults because they are the default. That's the worst possible thing I've ever heard. Override the wait, hold on. Alright, so I get what he's saying there. But I don't know how to edit my own bindings. Alright, screw it. Alt F3, I guess. If I really hate it, I can just always, That's so far! I hate that! Okay, let's see. Sublime text, add keyboard, shortcut. How to make a shortcut? Select the key bindings user item under Sublime's preferences. Okay, well, where was that? Preferences. Maybe I'm just stupid. Settings. I don't see that option. And that says this is also default, right? Yeah, it's also default. Flippin'. Add this to preferences, key binding user. That doesn't exist. Sublime. Key bind. Yeah, I could make a macro. That would be a good way to do this, huh? Sublime key binding, there's user missing. Both up for this. I just said these. Missing. Alright, whatever. We're gonna try one thing. If it doesn't work, then I'm gonna move on, because this is really dumb. Alright, key bindings. Can I edit this? I can edit this. So maybe that's the user side? We're gonna try that, shall we? Alright, so let's just grab the one we want, right? Which is F3. Keys, Alt F3, we're gonna add Shift, Control. Wait, do I already have an Alt? Let's just see. Control, Alt, D. No, there's not already Control Alt D. Okay, so Control Alt D it is. Wait. It is already being used? Find all under. You told me it's not being used. Did you lie to me? No, it didn't lie to me. Alright, yeah. I'll purchase you when I have money. I will. I promise. Alright, so maybe that did it. Let's find out. Let's see if that was all worth it. Okay, Control D. It worked! That's way easier. Okay, great. That was definitely worth it. That's absolutely going to save me a lot of time. Maybe not as much time as I just spent doing that tonight, but eventually it will have saved me enough time. Okay, so back to this. All right, so that would be Garuru. Okay, we have Vaccine 1. Yep, that's right. Okay, next one, and then Doop, and then Dramoja. And that's a data. you Data? Yeah, you're a Data. Then we have Garuru Black, which... How did you get there? Oh my gosh, you changed it everywhere. That's hilarious. I gotta be careful about that. Jamoja. Yeah, I gotta be careful about that. Okay. And then we have Darulu. Oh, I didn't do the thing. Darulu, you are a virus. Yep, that checks out. Dark Tyranno is Garuru underscore black. Metal Garuru AM, you are Where Garuru underscore Sagittarius, which I think we just have you as S, because there was no other thing with that. X Tyranno is Cerbera. That is Vaccine 2, yes. Vermilla is Rhino, which is a free. And then Mametira is Panda, which is Data 1. Jaeger Darulu, which I'm not spelling it with the frickin' Y. Screw you, reference book. We're done. Relationship ended. Jaeger Darulu, Virus 1. Metal Garuru. That's funny. That's actually very close to what it needs to be, too. That should just be Metal Garuru. No, not Metal Garuru. Why would it be Metal Garuru right there? It should be... Oh, because it was... I see. Where Garuru underscore black. Then up here we have Zeed Garurumon. Black War Garuru. This shouldn't have replaced every gray. Metal Garuru is Virus 1. And then Virus 2 is Mercury? Yes, Mercury, not Mercury. Then Omegamon's Wart. That remains the same. Okay, let's push up True Shadow Howl. There it is. And then over here, we need to add it in. So, tush. And copy that. And this will also be tush. Okay. Send index. And let's just take a look and make sure that that went in correctly. And we'll read what everyone's been saying, too. Been ignoring you during that whole debacle. Love recolors like Gold Guardramon. How dare you! Now that is, you're right. You are allowed to like recolors. Pokemon X's Wikimon profile states relation between it, Vitamon, and Area 51. How interesting. That was an odd one to connect. Alright, True Shadow Howl is good, except the color is wrong, and also I spelled Sunomon correctly, which is not how I have it in my database. I have it with the reference book name right now still. Not always. One day that'll change. Not today, though. And then I need to change out bro for show. Upload. Do you read-only mode? Yeah, I guess so. No, I got it figured out now, I guess. Alright. I was just didn't really recognize that the one on the right that said default was also the user one, which is whatever. I had difficulty picking a Mega for Entmon aside from Shanwumon and such. It looks way far too complex. Yeah, Entmon definitely feels like a friggin' ultimate, not a, or a Mega rather, not a perfect. So, yeah, probably get this a lot, but your site is great and I use it all the time. You're very welcome. Glad to hear it. Like when you deleted gray. Check if you deleted gray for Grimon. Yeah, no, I did. I deleted gray everywhere, which is fine. Manicormon should have been... Yeah, I can see that too. Manicormon's basically a Chimeramon, though, when you look at it. Missing the other Zeed. Okay, good, good, good. I bet all those dinosaurs are going to show up at some point on Dims. Canondramon already made it after all. Okay, so we got True Shadow Howl, Mad Black Roar, True Shadow Howl, not Howl, Hull. What accent would that be? What did I just shift into? Alright, those are all good to go now. If I click on these guys, I get details. Oh look, Metal Garou. Wait a minute, you're the wrong Metal Garurumon. You get out of here. What is this? You don't live on this device. Alright. Final push there. And there we go, that's better. That's the correct Metal Garurumon. Okay, so those two dims are up and loaded and ready to go. So we are going to move back over to the Pendulum Z now. All right, so we got all the childs done. So we just have everything else, which that's, you know, that's a lot, but it's not too much. Not too much for me. I can make this work. All right, we are going to scroll down here and we are going to go to Geo Gray. Here we are. All right, Geo Gray, what do you do? You evolve from 3 different fellows. All right, so first we need to pick our other before we do anything else. Who will be the other? So we have 0, 2, and 4, 2 plus and 0. You're not really a good other. What else we got? Dark. You do not need another because both the requirements are already the same for those. Shoutmon Cross 3. You would make a good other for Pata and Wolf. Why do I feel like I've done this before? I've definitely said these things already. And then I didn't write them down, so that's good. All right, Baluchi, you are definitely an other. You are for Guilmon, so other. So Gil, Pata, Wolf, that leaves Shout and Agu. So who does Shout and Agu share something with? Besides that. Shout. No. Agu, no. Nothing really. Okay, so just it'll just be Shoutmon, Cross 3, and Baluchimon will be our others for this one. All right, so Geo Gray, you come from 3, and you have 0 to 2 and 4. Did I start this? 2 to 4, 0 to 3. I totally started this. Because yeah, that's a virus. That's a vaccine. So did I finish it? Let's quickly look up here and do a quick push, eh? We'll just do one of these. Adult, and we'll do it here as well. Just forgot a comma. Oops. Okay, we're back over to Pendulum Z. Let's upload this, and let's just see what pops up here, because I may have already completed the adults, which, if so, that would be fantastic. Okay, 3 plus care mistakes, that matches both of those, and it's going to a vaccine, which is Agumon. We have other, and then we have 0 to 2 and 2 to 4, 0 to 2, 2 to 4, that matches. And that should be a... Yeah, that goes with Patamon, so we're good there. Baluchi, you have too many, though. Okay, so it looks like we got up to Baluchi, is what it was. Alright, so... Yeah, because Baluchimon does not need all this. But the other guy will. Mimicmon will need more than one, so we'll go and swap that with what Mimicmon is using. Actually, I should copy a little bit more than that. We need to copy this as well. Okay, and then copy you. Give that to Baluchimon. There we go. That's our other. And that's coming from Guilmon exclusively. So that's Virus 1. I definitely deleted too much there. Virus 1. Okay, Mimicmon, what do you got for us? You've got 2 sources, so we can get rid of the middle requirement here. And Shoutmon, that's the data. So data 1R. Where's R? I forgot where R was on my keyboard for a moment. 0 to 2, 0 to 1. Patamon is just 2 to 4. That's already what we have there. And that should be now data 2. Or should it be data 3? That should be data 3. I think. Nope, we have it as data 2. That's what it needs to be. Okay, so that's Mimicmon. Growmon, what are you doing? Growmon requires 0 to 1 care mistakes and 3 to 4 effort when coming from Virus 1. And if coming from Vaccine 1, it requires 0 to 2 and 0 to 3. And for 0 to 3. Okay, that's Groundmon. Angemon, you require 0 to 1 and 4, which is not. Oh, wow, a full 4. Patamon is strict. What's Patamon 0 to 3? That's Shoutmon. Yeah, cool. Okay, that one's easy. And then the other bottom two here should remain identical. 0 to 2 and 1 to 4. Yep, that's right. Although, wait, one of them is different. Is it this one that's different? 0 to 1. No, it should be 0 to 2, 2 to 4. 0 to 2. Yeah, this one needs to be 2 to 4. It's slightly different for this one. Weird. Okay, 0 to 2, 2 to 4, and then the other conditions for Agumon, or Gabumon rather, and Gabumon is 0 to 1 and 4 for Pupper. Yep. Actually, no. 0 to 1 and... I didn't have that on here already? I have that on the other ones, right? Yes, okay, good. Because the fourth one is optional for that. 3 to 4. Okay, that should be the adults. Let's upload. Catch up on stuff. Oh, you never saw Cannon Dramon here? Here, if you want to see them here, I can show them to you here. 1 second. Let's, what do you want to see? You want to see Dino Rex? We got Dino Rex over here. We got Cannon Dramon over here. Let's see, Dino Rex, you are on purple. And you are an ultimate, and you are right there. There you go. There's a nice little Dino Rexmon for you. And Ultimate Brachmon is right up here. And there it goes. Ultimate Brachmon. Plenty of dinos around here. And we have Cannon Dramon right over yonder. And I would show you Spinomon, but Spinomon hasn't been on any modern devices. And it's a travesty, because I really like Spinomon. One of my favorites. It's kind of compare like Angel Monster Virus thing. Yeah, it seems like it has like pieces from like Mammon and some other stuff. Manticoremon does. Could have sworn that Chimeramon used to be. Yeah, Digimon change evolution stages all the friggin' time. From what they are in one canon to another. So what are thoughts on my Digimon Tamers either getting a sequel or reboot sometime down the road? I don't think it's ever going to happen. I know everyone loves Tamers, but Bandai really sticks to adventure when it comes to the anime. The only times anyone else gets featured is just for special little random things here and there, and so I don't think that's going to change anytime soon, no matter how beloved Tamers was. Skull Beluchimon's before Disaster. Yeah. The fact that Screen doesn't shut off and penalties is making them grow on me more. It is nice. I'm not gonna lie. Like there's a lot of good stuff about the originals. I do think that moderns are overall better than the originals, but there's some certain pieces of charm that don't exist on moderns that do exist on the originals, and so I definitely can't give them up at any point. This one's basically my companion device anyway. It's like it has been ever since, like, when did I get this? 2006, 2007? One of those two. Yeah. Okay, so now let's go back to charts. Now that we've shown off a few Digimon and we've caught up with chat. Alright, so these are now all that's a different thing. Did we refresh this? Yeah, we refreshed it. Oh no, what's this? What is this? Goodness. Friggin' Mimicmon, what did you do? Combiner. Yeah, what did you do? I must have added the coloring to the wrong place. Oh yeah, because this should be data 2R, right? Yeah. This should be data 2R. I'm not sure if that'll fix it. That's a weirder looking issue than that. Rex. I mean, I don't have any coloring on that, so let's just see what happens. I don't feel like that should fix it, but it might. I don't know why it would be yellow otherwise. Where'd the yellow come from? That's Vaccine 2. Where did I specify anywhere on here Vaccine 2? Yeah, that fixed it entirely. I got no idea why it did that. Okay. I mean, obviously I know what was wrong, but I don't know why there was yellow. All right. And, okay, so we have a coloring problem here. Yeah, we could make this one blue. That might be better. Belluchimon... Oh, well, you have to be purple anyway. That's our problem. Belluchimon is the wrong color! You are supposed to be... Yeah, there it is. You need to be Virus 1. That should look a little bit better. Can anyone else be red? Yeah, Agumon needs to be down here as red. 0 to 1, 3 to 4, 0 to 2, 0 to 3. Second one for Grau. Vaccine 1. Upload, I think... Oh, wait, no. Angemon needs to be changed too. That should be data 2. The rest of those look like they should be correct. Yeah, you don't know if I'm a virus. Okay. Push and refresh. Yeah, the nice thing is that with all the variety of Digimon devices, there's always like a reason to raise each one, save for a few devices. There we go. That colorization looks much better. All right, moving on. Next is Perfects. So we have Rise Gray up first. It is needing 2 different Majiggers, and this first one should only have 1. So Vaccine 1, that is 0 to 2 and 4 to 6. Okay, second one is coming from Archmon, so that should be Vaccine 2. And this all shouldn't be here. I just grab another one's Jagras Majigger. I don't want to deal with all that. We'll fix the ID. Perfect one. Last. Okay, and that's Jagras with vaccine or free. And that should have 2 of these. First one is going to be Spacer. Nope, not Spaver. Spacer 5. Vaccine 2 and Datum. Are you 2 or 1? You are 1. Okay, so that's Rise Greymon. Up next. Actually, wait. Yeah, okay, good. Duramon. Duramon has 1, 2, 3 difference. Okay. That's nice that those are all vaccine free. That makes my life much easier. And it doesn't have multiples though, so we'll go ahead and just copy Rise Grays. There we go. And so 0 to 2 and 4 to 6 for Archmon, so that would be Vaccine 2 right there. Can't do my fancy select all thing for that, sadly, because I would select too many. And then we need another one of these. But this one doesn't need the ID. I'm gonna have to change the IDs around a lot later anyway. This one should be 0 to 2 and 5 to 6. No, 0 to 1 and 5 to 6. 0 to 1 and 5 to 6, and that is for Mimicmon, which is Virus 2. And then we have 3 that are using Jagras, but they're all using the same Jagras. That's very nice of them to do. We have Vaccine 1, Data 2, and Vaccine 4? Yes, Vaccine 4. Right? Angemon is pink. Nope. Angemon is the wrong color in general. Why are you the wrong color? You're not a Data. Who did this to you? I did. I just did this to it like 4 minutes ago. By changing the wrong color location. No, it says Vaccine 4 right there. That's Holy Angemon. Slash Angemon. How many angels do I have? Alright. This should stay as Vaccine 4. This is what we need to change to Data 2. Okay. Back to Dura. Vaccine 4. Okay, Jagras, vaccine free. Good. Raiju Ludo. A weirdly elusive Digimon. Can only come from Belluchimon with the Data Adult, which can only come from Guilmon. So, if if you really want Raijuludamon, you got one path you can go down. I do not know why it is so elusive, but I definitely can see that I have too many things here. So get rid of that, and that, and get rid of this. Stay with that, get rid of this. Jogress, and that's just data. Okay. And that comes from our data 2. Well, I'll tell you what, that makes it easier for me. Alright, Shoutmon, you have a bunch. A whole crap load even. Alright. So we'll need to duplicate a few of these. So up first we have Mistake 0 to 2. And then in addition to that we have Level C 4 to 6. And that's from data 1. You then jog with data adult, data or virus, vaccine or data. So 3 more is what we need here. So 1, 2, we have 2 already. 1 more. Okay, so data adult. There's only one option with that, and that is data 1 once again, because for some reason you could both, well, not for some reason, I get why. You could Jogress or evolve naturally into Shoutmon Cross 5 from Shoutmon Cross 3. I figure it should probably have only been Jogress, but whatever. Gotta make Raijuludamon more exclusive, you know? That's how you do it. Okay, then we have data or virus from both of the vaccines. Vaccine 1 and vaccine 2, and data virus. And then from the viruses, from virus 1 and virus 2. And then we also need to color these, don't we? Vaccine 2. Yeah, cool. From the viruses, we have vaccine or data. And that should be colored as virus 2. Okay. Manticore, you have a few. You have, oh, well, okay, 3. We have 3. Manticore. Okay, this currently doesn't have anything here, so let's just copy what we just did for Shoutmon. And we'll replace all of Manticores with that. Okay, Manticore, 0 to 2, 4 to 6 from Baluchimon. So data 1, no, data 2. And then you don't need the middle one. Okay, Mimic, and alright, so that's virus 1 and virus 2, virus 1 and virus 2. Both of those come from virus or free. And then lastly we have data or virus from vaccine 4. Data or virus from vaccine 4. Okay, this should be the virus 1 combiner. Virus 1. They really do just kind of... Wait. Yeah, okay. Gramon's virus 2. I think I screwed that up earlier, so we'll have to fix that later. Okay, so virus 2, virus 1. I said it again out loud. Virus 1, there we go. Okay, that's Manticore. And then we've got Megalogrow. 1, 2 things from Megalogrow. Nice and simple. Alright, first one is... Mistakes 0, that's not correct. To the workbench. Evolution data, where device equals pen Z. And in addition to that, let's bring up our gathering sheet. Now we are looking for Megalo. Megalo, we currently have a 0 and 6. Megalo should be something else because nothing is only 0. Alright, so Grow. No, am I not control F'ing? Am I still loading? Oh, it's right down here anyway. I'll just scroll. Okay, so Megalo is 0 to 1. Where'd it go? Oh, it finally did the control F. 0 to 1 and 6. Okay, so it's still tight, but not as tight. Why is it? Is it really? That's what I have written. That's what it is. That's just so incredibly tight. you don't normally see them be like that restrictive. Is there precedent for that? I want to see if there's precedent for that. I feel like there could be an error there. This is, okay, this is 0 to... These guys don't even have a... Oh wait, there we go. 0 to 1 and 6. There is precedent. Metal Tyrannomon. Okay, good. As long as there's precedent. But either way, this still needs to be updated. So 0 to 1, level 6. Apply, update. There we go. Alright, let's go back to Sublime Text. And the evolution guide. Okay, so that was you, Megalogrowl. So Megalogrowl, you are mistake 0 to 1, and you are level C6. Okay, and then you have that's only one thing here, so that's virus 2. Goes into that, and then we get rid of this, and that's data 1 and data 2 can become this. With a Jogress to a virus. There we go. Okay. Megalogrowl is done. That's Holyandra, who should also be done already. No, not quite, because we need to grab the... Oh, wait, you've already got a... Yeah, no, that's right. Okay. I just need to copy this, too. Alright. So we have... Holyandra... Oh, okay. No, I don't have the natural evolution on here. So that's what I need to add. So let's see, we have a column, we have a row. What all do I need to add to this? Okay. You grab a combiner line. And I need to grab a post line. There we go. Alright, so you will not be all this clickable crap. In fact, let's copy that whole thing from someone else too, shall we? There we go. Alright, so you are coming from Vaccine 4. Same as you. Except this needs to be on Kilo. This also needs to be on. Oh, that's where that thing comes in handy. Actually, not as much handy, because there's a lot of Anjes in here that would actually be bad. Don't do that. On Kilo. Okay, good there. And that's 0 to 2 and 4 to 6 for the requirements. Excuse me. Vaccine 4 combiner. Alright, good, good, good. Shakalmon. That also would be on Kilo. And then on Kilo with a capital. I didn't put Mon over here. That needs to read Mon. Alright. And this should be Jogress 1-5. Not Jogress 6. Okay, so that one's good. And then Beowulf and Wiggerumon should be already accounted for. Beowulf 0 to 2, 4 to 6, Jogress, Davi, check. And then Wiggerumon, you are 0 to 2. I don't have you actually all the way spec'd out there. So 0 to 2, 4 to 6, and Jogress, vaccine free, check. Alright, that should be perfects. So let's add perfects to our list here of ones we're allowed to look at. And let's see how it went. And while that's pushing, we will take a look at the comments. Talking about Teropiamon, talking about Spinomon. Who is the duck mascot that you have here? That, yeah, as answered by Teropiamon, is Tarakochi. And I'm glad you recognize it as a duck, because the official art for Tarakochi is like it's more of a blob with lips, and I don't like the official art as much as I like the sprite art, because the sprite art, the first time I saw it, I'm like, oh, it's a little duckman. And I like referring to Tarakachi as the Duckman, even though Tarakachi is canonically female, because the only piece of Tamagotchi canon that I consider is the VHS from like 1997 that has a music video on it, and I like that music video. So, yes, either way, I love Tarakachi. It's my favorite Tamagotchi, and I put it everywhere. So, perfect Digimons are in fact perfect looking. That is absolutely correct. Perfect is the best stage, bar none. Predecessor to Bigwell Ludra. I like that. Love that Crimson Dragon. These people agree with me that the Shoutmon X types are dumb. Oh, yes, definitely. I know. I don't like Shoutmon, any of them. So look, Undermon, yeah, Undermon's cool. Oh yeah, Lucemon Fall Down Mode kind of is a counterpart to Mastemon, huh? Never really made that connection because I don't really like either of those Digimon. Sorry. And sorry for being right. What device is this for? You also do Tamagotchi. So this is for the Digimon Pendulum Z. That's do I have one handy? They're all the way over there. I'll go get it. Alrighty. This device right here. So, Paimon, go right over there. This is the Pendulum Z virus. Oh, its battery's dead because yeah, that checks. I used the crap out of this thing while mining data. So, either way, this is the chart that we're working on right now is for this device, and I'll put it back down. And we're just making sure that we have a full guide on it. And I play with Tamagotchi. I do not do guides for Tamagotchi, but I do play with them. I enjoy them. I tried making a guide for Tamagotchi once, but it didn't go well because those things are cryptic as heck. It was just the freaking re-release, the ones that are currently out at Target and everywhere. Like making a guide for that is hard. Digimon is so much clearer on how everything works. Yeah. Where'd my thing go? There it goes. Cool. What if Bandai were to take both the best aspects of the classic V-Bucks and Vital Bracelet and a new device? I mean, I would love that, obviously. I would absolutely be a fan of that. A wearable that isn't necessarily fitness focused, has more standard raising mechanics, and has a color screen would be great. I'd be way down for that. I'm not dropping frames over here. What is going on? Freaking, I hate doing this over Wi-Fi. It scares the heck out of me. I miss having a wired connection. Soon. End of July, I should be moved into my new place. It's dropping again. End of July, I should be moved into my new place and should have my beautiful wired internet again. Hopefully it's good internet. Alright, so let's see what we got here. So, Rise Greymon, 0 to 246, vaccine free, good. That's purple, is that right? Mimicmon, yep, okay. Vaccine free, okay, we've got the only thing that can go from Raiji Ludamon. We've got a bunch of things coming out of Shoutmon Cross 5. We've got Manticoremon, a few things. That comes from Beluchimon, yep. We have Megalogrowmon, coming from that, and from Beluchi, yep. Polyange, either coming from Natural Evolution or Failed Jogress, or Successful Jogress and Dushukaumon. And these guys. Okay, good. We are set with perfects. That leaves ultimates. Alrighty. The crap is this? I don't like this song. Get this out of here. This isn't chill bass at all. What is Stuck in California? Sorry if you liked that one, folks. It's out of here. I'm going with whatever Gotta Go by Kamiza is. Alright, so Shine Gray, you are up first. And why are we so far away from you? There we go. Shine Gray, you can come from 0 to 2 and 8. Oh, thank heavens, they're the same. And then vaccine are free, so you need 2 things. We already have 2 things over here. Mistake 0 to 2. And level C8. And this should be vaccine 1 for the coloring. And then it can also come from a vaccine or free Jogress from the Virus 2. Okay, vaccine 1, check, check, check. Ancient Greymon, you are one of two things, but you have three here. We'll get rid of one of those. You come from Manticoremon with 0 to 2 or 7 to 8. What is this? Nope, that wasn't it. What's the secret control? No. What did I just do? Oh, that takes me to the next thing that says that. I see. I don't want it to do that. Is it Control Shift D? That's what it is. That's what duplicate is. Control Shift D. I will never forget it now. Yes, I will. Level C 7-8. And this is coming from a virus. So virus 1. Okay. And then the other option here, which has an extra space for no reason, is the vaccine 1. It's a Jogress option. And the Jogress is with a vaccine or free. Why not make a playlist with Dynatron and Timecop 1983 songs while working on the site? I don't know your friends, but I actually use Pretzel. Which is nice because it has 4,592 YouTube safe tracks, so I don't gotta worry about crap being demonetized because I'm using somebody else's song. Oh no. Yeah, that's not true. I respect the artists for what they do. I just don't think that no one's going to not buy a song because I'm streaming it in the background of developing Digimon websites. That is absolutely not going to happen. If I was just like uploading whole albums, I'd get it, but that's not what I'm doing. But hey, copyright law, it's something, and I'm not the first person, nor will I absolutely not be the last person to complain about how it functions. Vaccine or vaccine free. So we have two types coming out of Godramon. Hey, he was just spoilers. Never mind. That's still a recent episode. Me saying that is already a huge spoiler. Then again, if you freaking follow Digimon Twitter, they just spoil everything left and right. So whatever, I'm not no worse than them, right? Right? All right. Okay. And actually, I just need these. What was it? Vaccine free, and then 3 of the vaccines. So don't need these 2. This comes from vaccine or free, so from vaccine 2 or from vaccine 4. And vaccine 2 will be the colorization. And then just the vaccine is from data 1, data 2, and free 3? I think that's free 3. Data 1, data 2, free 3. Data 2 gets the coloring. Okay, there goes Gadra. And more freaking vaccines and other types on here. Freaking, the other one, Nightmare Soldiers is the same way with more viruses than there were datas. Don't agree with such tactics. Ruins the cleanness. Ah yes, everyone's favorite terrible looking Digimon, Ancient Garurumon. I hate you, Ancient Garurumon. You just look awful. Holy cow. Alright. Was that too harsh? No. 1, 2, 3 different types of evolutions. 1, 2, 3, 4 that we've got to work with here. So I'll get rid of 1. First one will be Mistake. That is 0 to 2. And then level C 7, 8. That comes from Shoutmon Cross, which you are data 1 or data 2? You're data 2. For some reason, I don't get this why, but Shoutmon Cross 3 is data 1, and then Shoutmon Cross 5 is data 2. Which really confuses the crap out of me. But if you go into the device and look through the numbering, that's how it's lined up in there, so I just have to go with it. And okay, so that's data 2. Data 2, alright. Then we have Raiju Ludo, which is data 1. Oh, that was Already, well, whatever. Jogress, data free. And then we have Megalogrow, so let's just duplicate that real quick. Spacer 5. And then we have Virus. Oh, we have Vaccine as well. That's a weird order for me to have put that in. Data or Virus for both. Okay, so Vaccine 2. Oopsie. And Virus 2. Which one wins? I'm going to say Virus 2 wins in this case. We'll see if I change that later. And this one should be Jogress Dubby. Okay, that's Ancient Garurumon. We then have Xinglongmon. Ooh, you got a lot. Okay, so Care Mistakes, Data Free, Data Virus, Vaccine Data, Data Virus, Data Free. Okay, so 4 different ones for Xinglongmon. That ain't too bad, actually. I've seen worse. Alright, so Regiludo is 0 to 2 and 8. Okay, that matches, and that comes from Data 1. We then have Data Free, we have 2 of those. One is Data 2, the other one is Free 3. And that should be Jogress Data Free. Okay. And then the next one is the Vaccine Data Virus. Okay, so it's just one does Data Virus. Nope, 2 do Data Virus. Both Vaccine 1 and Vaccine 4 will Jogress with Dubby. And I want more red down here, so we'll use Vaccine 1 for that. And the last one is just 1. That comes from Manticoremon, which is our Virus 1. And that's if it Jogresses with Vaccine or Data. But, Serpent. Oh, yeah. It's the name of the song, I guess. Okay, Duke, you're up next. Duke, you have Care Mistakes, Virus Free, Virus, 3 different options. Okay. So Care Mistakes, why is it down here and not up there? Well, actually, no, I know exactly why it is. I'm not going to worry about that right now. So you get 0 to 1 and 6 to 8. And that'll let you evolve from the Virus 2. And then we can Jogress with a Virus or Free. That's not on here. Yes, it is. Okay. Jogress with a Virus or Free. And that is if you come from a Manticoremon. Only Manticoremon, so I don't know why I just made 2 of those. Because you know what? That won't be Manticoremon. Manticoremon will be the last one. This one will be the viruses. Jogress with a Virus from Data 1, Data 2, or Free 3. And then we'll put that as Data 2, since it is a Jogress. And then down here, for the last one, we have Virus 1, using this as Jogress Vi-Free. Okay, the last few should be drop dead simple. Oops. Seraphimon, you are 0 to 1 and 6 to 8. Yep, that matches. Good, good, good. And then we have use a Vaccine 4. Okay, slash Angemon, you should be 0 to 1 and 6 to 8. It's not what I have here, but we'll make it what I have there. Oh wait, that's Magna Garurumon. I skipped one. There we go. You're not vaccine 1, are you? Yeah, you are. Holy cow, there's so many vaccines, I had to loop back around. Ugh, I hate that. But it's all the way down here, so it's not too big of a deal. Alright, so you are 0 to 1 and 6 to 8. 0 to 1 and 6 to 8. 0 to 1, 6 to 8. That's what both of them are, right? Yeah, that's what both of them are. 0 to 1, 6 to 8 from free 3. Alright, Magna Garurumon, who definitely looks like a rabbit in his sprite. 0 to 2, 6 to 8, or Jagras Davi, check. And then Metal Garurumon, you are 0 to 2, 6 to 8, or Jagras vaccine free. And check. Save it. Push it. Reload and read comments. Oh man, you guys are talking a lot tonight. Okay. Love Pendulum 20th stage evolutions. There's a good reason for that. It's because the Pendulum has good evolutions. So the Pendulum 20th stole them and actually made them better, because in the Pendulum 20th, poor little Waymon can actually evolve. Unlike here. Imagine a Digimon World remake with all these. I would love friggin' a world remake of any kind. Next Order is kind of a remake, but not really. It's a spiritual... I mean, it's a sequel, right? Yeah, it's a straight-up sequel. I just wish frickin'... oh, you just bought the original 3 for 150 bucks in the PS1. Goodness. No, they need to at least re-release those in some way. They're not even on the PlayStation Network at any point in time. Otherwise, I would have downloaded those on my Vita in like a heartbeat. That's right, I own a Vita. What's your problem? I haven't seen Skull Beluchimon yet. We'll see. We'll see. I might go back to Skull Beluchimon, but not right now. Moneymon. Twitter's never going to browse after a recent episode. That is right. They post immediately after the episode. They're like, here's all the artwork that Kenji Watanabe drew to celebrate the new Digimon that you've never seen before and was a big surprise. And it's like, then again, the title cards half the time like will reveal what's going on too. In the original series, it's like, oh, Togemon is coming! You have this big silhouette of Togemon, and you already saw it in the opening credits too, so it's like, alright, I guess Palmon evolves into something called Togemon. That's, yeah. Found spoiler of Godramon and Wikimon. Yeah, that sounds about right. That poop is making you sad. Let's take care of that, shall we? There we go. Waymon is clean. In fact, how's Waymon doing on hearts anyway? I should check that, because I don't know if it would still be hemorrhaging them super fast. Yeah, it's doing okay. We're going to give you a pill for now. I'll shake you later when we're not on camera. Where'd it go? Where'd the chat go? Boom. Ancient Garurumon is tacky as all get out, but I generally try to like every Digimon. I don't. I was going to try to say something positive, but I couldn't, because I don't like every Digimon. But that's fine. That's why there's over 1,000 of them. You're going to like at least like 200 of them. I like at least 200 Digimon. I like way more than 200 Digimon. I like probably like 600 of them. So that's fair. Then again, nobody is terrible as Izumi's forms or Minerva X. Nothing will ever be as terrible as that. That is for sure. And then... sorry, Dark Tyrannomon X is also disappointing. Why? Why don't you like Dark Tyrannomon X? I like it pretty well. This is future dim cards. No, this is for the Pendulum Z. So we are the dim cards I did a little bit earlier, but this requires more work. Dim cards are stupid simple to make new charts for, as you just witnessed. But Pendulum Z requires a lot more effort, so that's what I'm currently doing right now. Magna Garurumon is one of the most mediocre lookings. Yeah, a lot of the funny thing is that the other ancient Digimon all look good, like really good. I love the way they look. It's just a couple of them don't, and then like a bunch of the hybrids don't as well. But some of the other hybrids look great. Like Daipenmon's amazing. Like, I don't know why more of them weren't like that. But do you think we may see Magna Garurumon in Digimon Adventure Colon? I do not. I think that's like way too much of a pro tag Digimon to appear. It's like the same reason why I wouldn't expect to see like Guilmon. I wouldn't expect to see Vmon. I wouldn't expect to just see like any major protagonist Digimon show up in another series without it being like also a protagonist. We need more Digimon games. I need more Digimon games of different varieties. We talked about a Digimon Metroidvania the other day. That would be fun. And then... no, don't shake the baby. I will shake it one day. Don't you worry. Not a radical change from regular Dark Tyrannomon. I mean, look at Tyrannomon. That is an improvement. That's fair enough, but I guess a lot of X Digimon also don't have major changes either. It's just they're hit or miss. Okay, so then we have to... I thought I refreshed this. Did I not push it? What happened? Been talking all this time and nothing changed? Let's try that again. Advanced Wars version of Digimon. Well, that's basically what the WonderSwan games were, I believe. Okay, so I remembered that I didn't actually make these things visible, which is why they're not appearing, so... what's the thing I do to just make everything appear? Because at this point I can do that. I just take away that thing? Is that what it is? Yeah, I just take away that. Get rid of that. Upload. I hope everyone likes how I refer to random pieces of CSS as that thing, and just as if I'm not the one who put it there. Like, I don't have any memory of it. No, I just don't feel like naming things. Okay, there we go. So we have all these guys are up and running. You come from Virus. Yeah, Manticoremon. What a strange evolution. I guess it makes sense. Whatever. Kadramon. Again, I also say that as if I didn't actually like experience that evolution when I was farming this stuff. Like, I had to have, so I've seen it. Like, when you're making guides for things, it's not the same as experiencing it. I do try to run a few of these afterwards. I probably won't run this one, though. I'll run the Wind Guardians one for sure. I'm going to be running that and the Deep Savers one for the hatch. Okay, Zupamon's good. Qinglongmon's good. Yeah, these all look like they're good. Fantastic. All right, so then we just have these last guys over here, which that's super freaking easy. So Fanglongmon, you are still 0 to 2 and 8 to 10. That didn't change. Same with Lucemon. What did change is what you come from. And what you come from is Gadramon or Qinglongmon. We're going to have Qinglong be the color for that, which it already is. Okay, great. I'm doing fantastic somehow. Lucemon comes from the Ancients, so Garemon and Garurumon currently is colored as coming from a virus, which it is not. We're going to have it come from... yeah, I guess yellow is going to be better for that, so it'll be from the Vaccine 2. And also I need to move one of these over here. There we go. And that's 0 to 2 and 8 to 10. Okay, we need to fix Suzanumon. This needs to not say Magna Garurumon. That needs to say Kaiser Greymon. Kaiser Grey. And Kaiser Grey. Okay, the others... Yeah, that's not Jagras with Metal Garurumon. That should be... Did I fix that otherwise? I don't remember fixing that last week. Nope, I didn't. I need to fix that. That needs to be War Grey. Okay, so Metal Empire, we'll go back to that in a second. Alright, so this needs to be War Greymon. And War Grey. And one more. Where's the other one? There it is. War Grey. Okay, Kizuna, that's correct. And that's also correct. And it's a vaccine this time for some reason. For some reason. I changed that on all three, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. Okay, so that should be a complete for the requirements on the Vital... What chart am I doing? On the Virus Busters Z. There we go. That's a complete on the Virus Busters Z chart. That is fantastic. That means next we can go into arranging. The best part of the whole thing. And the most complicated and the most confusing. But not necessarily time consuming. So that's good. We need to edit Metal Empire Z. There it is. We need to go to Omegamon, and we need to change this from Metal Garurumon to War Greymon. There we go. War Grey and War Grey. Save and push that update, please. Okay, let's go to Trello real quick so I can mark this crap off. It's a loading. Apparently I have too many cards. I need to archive some cards, I think. I probably can archive everything under realized ideas. Can I do that? Can I just archive everything on this list? Archive all cards in this list. Oh, do I dare? Get out of here. Yeah, do it. Boom. All right, that should help with load times a little bit. I'm not gonna archive those yet. Okay, so now we did. Okay, we actually didn't mark this off too. Add future dims. We added Mad Black Roar and we added True Shadow Hell. Fantastic. Wind Guardian Z chart. We have not done that, but we have done this. Create requirement divs on chart. Okay, so next step. Why is this still over here? Get over it. Get out of here. All right, Wind Guardian Z chart. We need to arrange the chart for the least amount of crossover. Yeah. All right, let's do this. This is the best. This is the most exciting thing. This is where it gets really good. I promise you. All right, what's this sheet doing over here? This sheet's doing. We're gonna let that sheet continue doing whatever it's doing. We'll make a new sheet. Okay, so here's the goal with this. All right, is I'm going to pull back up the evolution guide. Not that one. There we go. And what we need to decide is how to place these Digimon so that there's fewer lines between them all. Because we don't want to have all these lines crossing over everywhere. Then it's inevitable for them to be crossing over. We don't want it to be crossing over more than it needs to. So, for example, if we look at... I thought I had it open, I guess not. If we look at the normal Pendulum Z chart here, we can see, all right, so my order, I put Gaomon up top because Gaomon is the only thing that can become Gaogamon. And because of that, it's easier to have Gaogamon out of the way. It could have also, I could have said the same thing for Morphomon's a vaccine? How do I forget these things so often? Same thing could have been said for Morphomon. Had I chosen to, I could have put Morphomon up there, but I probably didn't because, look at this, they're nice and cleanly apart from each other. So that's what we got to do, is we got to figure out how to arrange these in a more eye-appealing way so that instead of doing it like the X's, where everything is in order, because no, I am never going back and rearranging these. These charts are so ridiculously complicated. I don't think if I changed them around, I could make it look any better. You're always going to end up with this. It's inevitable, but I can avoid it on these. So that's what I'm going to be trying to do, is avoid it on these. So to do so, we are going to type in all their names. So we have Falcomon, we have Pomumon, we have Tinkermon, we have Hawkmon, and the bottom two will never change. Those are where they are. We don't need to worry about them. And then we have Peckmon, we have Diatramon, we have Petermon, we have Cockatramon, we have Parasaurmon, and we have Vegemon, and we have, well, Aquilamon's not going to change either. So we got these guys. These are the guys we're going to line up in an appetizing way. So, in fact, did I ever change? I don't think the 0-2 partners ever move up either. So, yeah. So, we're not going to worry about them either. Goodbye. So, we need to figure out what the best thing is. And to do that, actually, I can stay on this page right here. I didn't even go back. So, I gotta remember, I usually give like a kind of point system on here of exclusives. That's what I do. So the number of exclusives that a Digimon has coming from the previous thing. So Peckmon. What does that mean? What did I just say? So Diatramon's a good one because Diatramon's the only thing that comes from, or it can only come from Falcomon. So that'd be a good one. The rest of these all intermingle. So yeah, we're going to be putting Diatramon up top along with Falcomon. Falcomon's going to go up top. So Falcomon can become Peckmon and Vegemon. So ideally, we want the next Digimon to be something that can become Peckmon. So Pomumon, do you become Peckmon? No. Tinkermon, do you become Peckmon? Also no. So actually both of those are good to go below there, but I think you do. Yeah, you do, but that doesn't matter. We're not worried about you. So is there any overlap between Falcomon and Pomumon? There is Vegemon. So what we could do is that if we were to have the Peckmon be the next thing here, in fact, it doesn't need to be the next thing. It could be further down because it doesn't interfere. We could then have Digimon be right up here. Falcomon would then hit all of these right here. It would hit all 3 of those. And then Pomamon would come in. In fact, no, I do want to keep those like that. This way they can be in the same row. Pomamon could then come in and do Vegemon, and then also Parasarmon and Cockatriemon. But not Petermon. Petermon is for Tinkermon. So what would be more beneficial? Would it be more beneficial if Tinkermon be that? Ooh, you become a lot of things. No, it would not. Actually, having you in the middle might be more beneficial. Do you have overlap with the top guy? You do. And do you have overlap with the bottom guy? Yes, you turn into everything that Pomamon turns into. For real? Cockatriemon, Parasarmon, Vegemon. Cockatriemon, Parasarmon. Wow, poor Pomamon. So shafted. So if Pomamon can become everything, then yeah, Pomamon should probably remain in the middle. Or should it be on the bottom? I think the bottom actually might work better. So let's see what that would look like. So if we put Tinkermon right in the middle, and Petermon only comes from Tinkermon, right? Nope, it comes from 2. Oh, so that might be better to have at the bottom. Wolfmon, what do you become? You become Parasarmon and Petermon. So you definitely have overlap with both. Petermon's not an exclusive. Only Diatrimon's an exclusive. Peckmon's not changing position. We're keeping that just like that. The Peckmon could go lower to reduce travel if I was to put Pomamon at the bottom. No, no, that still sucks. Vegemon has to be last there. But Petermon is dragging Tinkermon lower. Because having this closer to Wolfmon would be preferred. Yes, okay. Hawkmon, what else do you become? You become Peckmon and Cockatriemon. So you would want to be down there for lower travel time as well. And just to make sure, if I put the 2 children... Yeah, okay. The 2 children will intersect in the way that I need them to. So that's good. How do I have it up here for this guy too? Yeah. Having it be that far also might not be great. But then again, if nothing else, I can also make Tinkermon be the one that doesn't intersect. Because Tinkermon has no intersections at that point either. So no matter what, that works. Okay, cool. That does work. So Diatriemon, Peckmon, Vegemon, Parasarmon, Cockatriemon, Petermon. Well, the Parasarmon should be lower, right? Yeah, Parasarmon should be lower. Because that can also come from Wolfmon. Petermon on the bottom. Why am I all the way down there? There you go. Petermon on the bottom because Wolfmon becomes Petermon. Okay, I think we got that. Beautiful. So we have now the listing will be Falcomon, Pomamon, Tinkermon, so it's in order. That's nice. And then we have, put these like this. Diatriemon, Peckmon, Vegemon, Cockatriemon, Parasarmon, Petermon. So a little out of order with that, but that's good. That's the way we need it to be. All right, so next up, we're going to do similar. We're going to pull the rest of these guys. We're going to go with Yatagaramon, Parrotmon, and then we have Hippogriffomon, Lilamon, Teropiamon, Entmon, and then Sylphimon will stay down there. Now, with these ones, it's difficult because these guys can kind of come from a lot of different things. Are any of them exclusive whatsoever? So you come from 4 things. You come from 4 things. You come from a million things. Hippogriffomon will be in the middle for sure. Lilamon only comes from 2 things, so that's important to note. Lilamon might go on the bottom because of that. We will see. Teropiamon comes from 4 things. And Entmon comes from 4 things. So at this point, it's much harder to actually not make things intersect from going adult to that. And so I think generally what I do is ignore that entirely. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, going from adult to perfect, I just kind of let it do what it's got to do. But then I do try to mitigate a little bit of perfect to ultimate. So like here I have 5. Here I've got 1, 2, 3. That one had to be 6. Ugh. But that was inevitable. 1, 2, 3. That one also had to be 6. Holy cow, these lines are hard to make, but that's fine. So the goal is to have as few columns of vertical lines as possible. That is what I'm aiming for. So let's go ahead and try that. I'm going to Ravemon, Ancient Irismon, Shenwumon. No, that's not Shen. That's that is Shenwumon. Got confused for a second because I did that classic mix-up between it and Sutsemon. Ancient Troyamon. And then we have Oranusmon, and then we have Sutsemon. Alright, so Ravemon, how many do you come from? You come from 3, 5, 2. That's good. That's everyone. Holy crap. Ancient Troyamon goes in the middle. 3. 3. 3. The rest are all 3? Okay, so smaller amounts. So the first goal is that we have Diatramon, right? Diatramon, we want to have its evolutions all be kind of close to the top. So we have Taropiamon, Yatagaramon, and Hippogriffamon. So Yatagaramon will move Taropiamon upwards, but Hippogriffamon needs to stay in the middle no matter what. If we do that, then we want to find a Digimon that does not intersect. So something that becomes Parrotmon, Lilamon, and Entmon would be preferred. So let's see who we got. So that is the same Digimon. That intersects. That intersects like crazy. This one doesn't intersect in the slightest. So Lilamon is a good one to have below those 3, but it doesn't intersect like hard. It's like very good at not intersecting. So let's put Lilamon at the bottom for the moment. But we have to make sure that that's the only thing there. Yatagaramon, Taropiamon, Hippogriffamon, and then Vegemon. So yeah, that might intersect a little. No, it shouldn't. That shouldn't intersect. Keep Lilamon at the bottom. And then Taropiamon, you intersect a lot. Let's see, you come from Diatramon. Yeah, so you're no good. And then Entmon. There's a lot of intersections as well. Okay, so Yatagaramon up top, Lilamon down bottom. So that way, at least one of the lines wouldn't be able to cross. The Atramon line and Petermon's lines would have to be complete. They would be able to be, rather, in the same thing. Would there be any others? Is there anything between that? Lilamon, you go all the way up to Vegemon. So that would mean that, yeah, no, that's not going to happen. Okay, so that's fine. So we're going to start with that. Let's go ahead and, because, yeah, Diatramon, yeah, no, we're going to leave it like that. Okay, so Yatagaramon, you can become Ravemon, Ancient Irismon, and Ancient Troyamon. Ancient Troyamon has to be in the middle no matter what. That is for certain. Because it intersects on everything. So what doesn't become Ravemon and Ancient Irismon is the question. It really does intersect on everything? Yeah, so at best, because this intersects with every single Digimon, at best I can only consolidate by 1. That's it. So that's unfortunate. So Shenwu... let's start from the bottom. Lilamon, what do you become? Lilamon becomes Ancient Troyamon, Ancient Irismon, so that intersects too much already. And then we have Entmon, what do you do? Entmon goes to Ancient Troyamon, Shenwumon, and Ornusmon. Entmon is perfect. Entmon is exactly the type that we need for this. Okay, so then having it at the bottom is already very helpful, so we're going to keep it that way. Did I switch around these two? Digimon and Cockatriemon? I should switch around those two. What would be the negative effects if I did so? If I put Vegemon here and Cockatriemon here just to be a little bit safer. then that would make Falcomon go all the way down to here and ruin everything. Yeah, no, screw that. That's not going to work. It has to be like that. Okay. So I think we actually have our order already, which is great. So Shenwu was the only one shifted downward in that process, so good for it. And oh, December's out of here. No, who's out of here? Metal Hydra's out of here. See you. Oh gosh, 4 a.m. Yes, please get some sleep. You need it. Thank you for joining. I'll catch up in comments in a moment, I promise. Also, I'm sitting very far away from my microphone, so if I get too quiet at any point, please shriek at me. Okay, so that becomes both the ancients. I think this is about as good as I can get, yeah? Except, well, Hippogriffamon crosses everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Everyone? Ooh, who don't you cross? Who is the mysterious one? It is Digimon. Digimon can't become Hippogriffamon. Interesting. What did Digimon become? Teropia, Ent, and Lila. Teropia, and Lila. Might be worth it to put Teropiamon down one in that case. Because then Diatra is these three, and Veggie is Teropia and Lila. So then their intersection, ooh. That could be very good. Oh, snap. Did I just find something really good? Okay, so if that works out, I don't know if that it will work out until I put the friggin' lines on it, but we'll see. So that would mean that Peter, what do you do, Peter? Petermon is Lila up through Hippogriffamon. Okay, so now it's not going to do me any better than what I've got already. Actually, Petermon. That means having Hippogriffamon lower is actually better. Yeah, we're going to keep Hippogriffamon lower, Teropiamon up higher, because Petermon does not evolve into Teropiamon, and we want it to be closer to the things that it can evolve into. So, yeah, that's how that will go, which it evolves in all 4 of those. So, yeah, that's the order. This is definitely the order. Just do a few more double checks to make sure. So let's highlight these, right? So Rave, let's go in the other direction, actually. Dang, what is this? This is good bop right here. Okay, Yadagaramon. You become Ravemon through Troyamon, okay? And Lilamon, on the other hand, becomes Ancient Troyamon through Suitsetmon. Ancient Irismon, who would be next. No, sorry. Teropiamon, who would be next, becomes Ancient Iris, Ancient Troya, and Sutse. Might be worth putting Sutse higher than Ornismon, if that's the case. We'll see. We'll see how that plays out. Hippogriffo becomes Ancient Troya. And all 4 of these. Okay, so yeah, that's good for Hippogriffo. Parrotmon, you become Rave, Ancient Iris, and Ancient Troya. Interesting. Exact same 3 things as Yadagara, so is Parrotmon worth putting higher because of that? Petermon, what do you become? You become Parrotmon? Yes. Nope, can't do. It's gotta stay where it is. Alright. Unless... no, because Peter's 3 intersections are different from that. Yeah, these are all 4 Peters, and these are all 3 Diatras. So yeah, that's how it has to go. Almost thought I had something there, but I don't. Okay, so that would be Ent. Ent, you become Shenwu, Ancient Troya, and Ornis. Ooh, I could have you only crossing 3 things if I was more careful. But that wouldn't help me at all. And honestly, it'd be better to have you... I don't know. I was doing that for who? For Hippogriffo? Ornis, Sutse, Shenwu... no, not Hippogriffo. It must have been for Teropia. Ancient Iris to Sutse. Well, that would increase it to 5, and it's already at 4, so now we're going to leave that. And then, yeah, okay. So that is our order. That is finalized. So now that I got the order figured out, I can do some other good stuff. But let's start looking at some chats. We need a single-player open-world Digimon RPG game. That'd be fun. You should list Metal Greymon Vaccine as Metal Greymon Vaccine and Metal Greymon Virus as just Metal Greymon. I really want to, honestly. I am actually considering just listing both with their attributes. Currently, I'm following the reference book for that, I think. Actually, I might not be. The reference book might include the attribute at the end of Metal Greymon Vaccine. In fact, I'm actually pretty sure it does. But I do need to update that one way or the other. Think of Digimon game in the form of Test 5. I don't know. Oh, the Elder Scrolls 5. Gotcha. That would be neat. If they hurt dragons, there is a reason. I wonder if Zed will ever appear in a VPET. Zed appeared on the D-Spirit, I want to say, as an evolution there, but the D-Spirit's really weird and isn't really a VPET. It's more of a VPET simulator. Digimon Masters Online. There is the new Digimon MMO as well. That just got it. What was that? Revealed today? What's it called? I don't know. Parastormon also made a cameo. It's true. There were many of them running by. Oh, yeah. Digimon Super Rumble. That's what it is. Aaron's got it there. That's Korean. Interesting. I agree. Pomamon should definitely become Diatramon. I wish it could. Remember the right ones? Things. Yeah, Real Falcomon should have definitely been in here too. Male Togemon evolution. Interesting. Seeing Shenwumon reminds me of how Wikimon shows a few official pics of one of its heads with a more serpent-like look, fangs and all. Yeah, I guess it's true. It is snake heads, isn't it? You know, here you only get one head though. That's the only thing that disappoints me about the sprite is you only got the one head going on there instead of both of these. I do like Shenwu. He's very cute. All right, so now we got that. Let's use this information. So let's open up. I need to close some of these. I don't need all those open. Let's rearrange the chart. When Guardians. Oh, that's the wrong device type. Let's go to the Penzi folder. And we go to charts. And we go to Wingardium Z Prep. Okay, and on here, so we are keeping Falco, Pomo, Tinker, same order, and then Diatri is now up top. Move that whole thing. Followed by Peck, and then Vegemon gets bumped way up. To follow Peckmon. Petermon gets moved to the bottom after Parasarmon, and that should be all of them. Okay, good. Then we have in the perfects, we have Yatagaramon up top, followed by Teropiamon needs to come next. Let's scroll down to Teropiamon. Put that right after Yatagara. There we go. And then we have Hippogriffomon should be next. Right after Teropia. Followed by Parrotmon, check. Followed by not Lilamon. That'll be followed by Entmon. And there we go. Next we have Ultimates, which should be Ravemon, followed by Ancient Irismon, followed by not Shenwumon. That will be followed by, instead, Ancient Troyamon, which will then be immediately followed by Shenwu. And then Ornismon will be moved to the bottom below Sutsemon. Okay, there we go. So now the order has been decided, and that means I can take off all these styles. This is going to look terrible. And we can start setting up the lines. This is the most ridiculous part. So first of all, so back to Trello for a second. We need to mark off that we did that. Wingardium Z chart. Arranged. We are now on the step of boiling the spaghetti. So let's get that going. We'll send up what we have right now. Make sure the orders match with what I just decided. Okay, refreshing still. And there we go. Yeah, that looks good. That looks real good. You can see why I don't put this on the main site while I'm working on it. Okay, so Diatramon, Pekmon, Vegemon, Kakachimon, Parasaurmon, Petermon, check. Yatagaramon, Teropiamon, Hippogriffamon, Parrotmon, Entmon, Lilamon, check. Ravemon, Ancient Irismon, Ancient Troyamon, Shenwumon, Sutsemon, Ornismon, check. And then we didn't do these guys. We got to do these guys. Currently they are in the exact order they need to be in. Great. I didn't need to do anything with that. Okay, so now, lines. Lines are fun. They're the best part of the whole job. Come down here. We have lines for child to adult right now, but we need these to be a little bit different. What the heck did I do to you, Pomumon's lines? So let's go up to Pomumon. We'll fix the child's first. Pomumon has an extra line coming out right there. Get rid of that. We don't want that. And it needs a combiner. Maybe that's what that's supposed to be. Did I, like, accidentally move that down there? There we go. Okay, so it needs the combiner. And ooh, there's some, like, messed up stuff here. So Falcomon, you're using a combiner, and you shouldn't be. So let's get that out of there. Take out the combiners. Check. Wait, that one I need. That's not a combiner. And don't need you. Okay, yeah, that's good now. Alright, so that's Falcomon. Pomumon, you are... And then, in fact, that needs to be 60 if it doesn't have a combiner. Pomumon, you have... 3-1. Yep. One, and you are child right 1 first, child right 1 last. Yes. Okay, so that should all be good. So I've got the start and end points of the lines named as, and we don't have a child right 2, so we can get rid of that little piece right there. And let's save. Let's push and make sure that it looks correct right now. That's basically how this whole part goes. I don't know what's up with my internet speeds for that. Okay, so still a little bit of work that needs to be done here. So Falcon, I thought I changed you to 30, Falcomon, didn't I? Falco, apparently not. Totally thought I did. No, I didn't. No, not that I need to change it to 30. I probably did change it to 30. You needed to be 60. Also, I don't need the for real class anywhere. Let's get rid of that everywhere that it is. Okay. Pomu, your combiner line needs to be a free color, free one. Okay, so that should be good with those, and then we need to set the back. Oh, that's what I did. I changed Falcomon's back line instead of its front line. Okay, so you need to be 30. Pomumon needs to be 40. Tinkermon needs to be also 30, right? Because Tinkermon is the one that we have not intersecting. No, we have Pomumon not intersecting, so you need to be 40. Pomumon can be 30. So these little these classes here, these are all widths of these lines coming out of the back of each Digimon, and it needs to be 10 extra pixels for every column it goes. So each of these vertical lines is 5 pixels in width, 5 pixels of space in between them, and then 5 more pixels. So Falcomon here is the first one. So it gets a 30 pixel line. 30 pixels is the minimum I use coming out of the backs. The next one should be 40 unless it can fit in the same column as the first one. So that's the goal here. Falcomon should be able to, and actually, ooh, no, that's not going to work, is it? But that's fine because we got a backup backup strat. That's what we do. So Pomamon you are going to be 40 with, but Tinkermon is going to be the one that's 30. So Tinkermon and Falcomon will be able to share space, because you can see Tinkermon's first line is right here, coming out of Vegemon, whereas Falcomon's last line is the one coming out of it. So those two will not be intersecting at any point, so they can stay in the same column. Pomamon is going to be at 40, so it's going to go out into the next section here. And it might not intersect at all with... Oh, that's a happy accident. Wolfmon, do you intersect at all? Parasarmon, Petermon. Perfect. All right, so both of those will be able to be in the same line too, and then Gabumon likewise won't intersect with that one. So I'll show you how that looks in practice here. So Pomamon is 40, Tinkermon is 30. Hawkmon, who do you interfere with? You interfere with literally everyone, so Hawkmon is going to be at 50. Not for that though, it's the line coming out of the back. Wolfmon does not intersect with Pomamon, so it can share the same column, so that puts it at 40. And Gabumon does not share the same as Tinkermon or Falcomon, so we can make that 30 as well, which it already is. Okay, so the lines coming out of the back of them, that's good. And then down here, we specify how that's all going to look. So we have this one we do nothing to. Anytime we have a line in this the column branches section here, anytime we have a line, that's a new column, unless I put an underclass within it as well. This is a class that I made to make it so that whatever line that is will go under the rest of the lines. And then I have additional ones for under 10, under 20, and under 30, which will move it under and then move it to the right by that number of pixels. I'm trying to name my classes in a way that makes sense to me. So, all right, so Pomamon's not going to go under anything, but Tinkermon is going to go under, but just one. Hawkmon isn't going to go under anything. Wolfmon is going to go under 10, and Gabumon is going to go under nothing else. All right, so good. So then we need to make the start and end points for each thing. So we should have them lying around here. So let's look for, I have them named child, adult, and we're looking for 1. And we're going to look for, we can see right there, I just pointed to it on my screen as if you can see my finger. You can see child, adult 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are all cons. The cons relate to a JavaScript that I put together that uses jQuery to make magic happen. And what it will do is, and I'll show you actually, saying it is dumb, showing it is cool. No, I can't open it from that. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to open it from my FTP, but that's not how that works. Scripts. And we're looking for main.js. There we go. Okay, so if I go here... you know, it might be under charts. Penzi charts.js. Yeah, there it is. So vertical's height is a function that it is. It's not a lot to it, as you can see, but what it does is it searches based on these two fields that I put in there, so family and branch. Family being, so in this case, WinGuardian Z, and branch being either CA1, CA2, etc., depending on what the evolution it's trying to connect is. So if I'm sending this, it's like, okay, well, we're going to find, under WinGuardians, we're going to find the child to adult 1 branch. We want to look for the one that's labeled as last, the one that's labeled as first. We're going to take both of those and figure out how far apart they are and how far from the top of the element the first one is. So that's what these are doing right here. And then it comes back and says, all right, based on what we found, we're going to make this line this high, because that's how far away the first and last line are. And we are going to start it at this point, because that's how far first is from the top of the page. So that's what this is doing here. It makes it so I don't have to manually adjust the size of each of these lines, which saves countless hours of my time. So what we need to do is, so we have the connector here. The connector is what this is being applied to. At the end of this, the connector will have both the height and the top. And I can show you that here. If we inspect this element, you can see right there, height 237, top 231.5. I don't know why the .5 is there. That doesn't seem necessary, but it's what it is. So that's what it went and figured out is the amount between this line right here and this line right here. Now, obviously, that's not the line I want it to go to. Currently, Cockatrimmon has the line that I need to be here, and Peckmon has the line that I need to be here. So that's what we're grabbing right now. So we're going to grab child to adult, and we're going to grab first, There it is right there. It's an ID. We're just going to cut that, and we're going to put that on Diatramon's line right here. Now, as you can see, that means that child to adult 2 last needs to go somewhere else. And so we'll go ahead and move that right now. Child to adult 2 last. Well, that should be the top of Parasarmon, right? Parasar, Cockatrice, Veggie. Veggie, and that's Pomemon's right there. Yep, so we go down to Parasarmon, which is right here, yes. And that's this right here. So that would be the last connector for Pomemon. Oh look, there we have child to adult 3 last. Child to adult 3 last would be on Petermon. Petermon's first line, and there's nothing else we need to move with that. So, oops. Next we are going to get the last for Falcomon, which is currently at Cockatremon. Cockatremon, you have child to adult 1 last. We need that. And that needs to be placed on Falcomon itself. So we're going to go up to Falcomon. We're going to go to the line coming out of the back of it, right here. And we're going to add that ID. So now, and I'll just do a quick, I'm not going to refresh every time, but I'm going to refresh on this one just for demonstrative purposes. If I upload this, then what should happen is that Falcomon's line should now start at Diatramon and end at Cockatremon. Now, the lines that are connecting from left to right, those aren't going to be lined up just yet. That'll be the next thing we do. But we should also see the changes that we made for Falcomon and Pomemon's left lines on this as well. So let's see if everything panned out as we expected it to, and mostly. Tinkermon lost a line in the process, somehow. Where did it go, Tinkermon? Who stole your line? And we also need to adjust a couple of things for these guys because their lines coming out of the back changed width. But as you can see, Falcomon now ends at Falcomon and starts at Diatramon, which is exactly what we want it to do. Now, why is that like that? Why is there also a second red piece up here? I guess I had 2 things with the vaccine red on them. Let's just see. Vaccine, no. Well, that's odd. Where is that red coming from? Who are you? Mysterious line. Vaccine 3 under. Well, that's vaccine 3. Oh yeah, I'm just colorblind and couldn't tell that that was orange on that background. Because it's a lighter background, so it made it look a little bit of a different shade. No, that's correct. Alright, so then Falcomon, you have a 30 pixel line coming out of your back, right? You do. That's a 30 pixel line. So why aren't you where you need to be? Because you're only on right 10, that would be why. So we need to adjust that a bit. You should be a left 20, yeah? So another thing that I do is because of the way that I put these lines here, they push things all over the place. So if I was to just have these lines be placed as they are, oh my gosh, it's 10 o'clock. I gotta close this off. What am I doing still talking? Anyway, quick wrap up before I move on to doing more of this next week. So those lines push everything around and that leaves undesirable results. So what I do is I change the margin on these elements so that it makes up the difference. So for example, this is on right 10 right now, but I'm going to set that to left 20, which is the starting value. Pomemon will be left 10. Tinkermon will also be left 20. And then Hawkmon will be nothing, because it doesn't need any margin correction because of its size of its line. Wolfmon will be left 10. And Gabumon, you will be left 20. And then Tinkermon, just because I don't want to leave your line... Oh, that's why. Change it to 40 for no reason. That should just be 30. I don't know why it was changed to 40 at all. Alright, so let's push that. We'll call it a night after that point. Holy cow, I'm over on time. Refresh. There we go. So there's still a couple problems here because those need to be 60s. That I did incorrectly. So let's just do that real quick. Wolfmon. Right here. Why did I make it 40? 60 and push. Okay, so there we go. So now Pinkermon's still screwed up. Why am I bad at this? Because I keep changing the wrong one. 60. There we go. This time, for real, it's gonna be perfect. a little bit faster. There we go. Now it's perfect. All right, so there we go. So the child levels are all perfect. I'm gonna be adding lines as I go. Thank you for streaming. You're very welcome, KR. Where do you grab the sprites from? Me, mostly. So the large amount of the sprites that I got for most of the pages came from Wikimon originally, because I got into the game a little late with the list. So they already had all the Digimonster version 20th and the Pendulum 20th sprites on there, which was very handy, especially because those were also a lot from older devices too. For the Digital Monster X, I got them, again, partially from Wikimon, partially from me processing them myself. I usually would grab the magazine, or not magazine scans, sometimes magazine scans, but they usually put all the sprites up online, and I would just have to crop them and clean them up a little bit to make them good. I had a bunch of people help me for the Pendulum Z1 to just make all the sprites, but I also developed by that point a method for automatically processing the sprites. So for the Pendulum Z2, almost all the new sprites that were used that weren't already on existing devices or that weren't found out long ago, most of the new ones I just ran through this processor and then boom, they were done, which was very handy. So yeah, that's where they all come from. And the processor, I have to take like a good clean picture of my device to be able to get it as well. So like if I were to take a picture of this Waymon here, the background might be a little too dark on that to be able to get a good one, but yeah, that's where they come from. So far so good, thank you very much. So yeah, more of this next week. Closing off the night for now because it is late, it is past my bedtime. And I've got other things I need to do. I've got a video for the main channel. Keep an eye, if you're not already subscribed to Humulos, check that out. You're currently subscribed to Humulomon, I assume, because you are here, but Humulos is my main channel, and that is seeing a new video hopefully tomorrow. I just got to do a little bit of extra more work on it, and it should be good to go at that point. So I'm looking forward to that. I haven't done a video on there in quite a while. Anyway, otherwise I'll be back next week, next Thursday, for more of this, and if you have any questions in the meantime, hit me up on the Discord server, or just hit up anyone in the help and questions section where they'll be able to answer you. Lots of very smart people frequent that place and have great insight into Digimon virtual pets. Anyway, I will see you all next time. Bye!